Blessed is the man that worketh not in the counsel of the heathen, nor sitteth in the seat that is scornful, but his delight is in the law of the Lord. And in this law that he editeth sunrise and sundown. Him a go day like a tree planted by the rivers of water that bringeth forth fruit in his season. Him leaf never a go wither, and whatsoever him doeth shall prosper. Yea! The heathen them now they saw them there like a chaff, which the wind driveth away. Therefore the heathen them never go turn from judgment, nor the sin among them in the congregation of the righteous, for the Lord God Jah. Never the way of the righteous and the way of the sin among them always and always. I will perish. Let the people of the Most High God say, Joe! Kadamawe grumabe atela e exact beer tanaistalin abba shante 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 kadamawe grumabe atela e where 2 and 3 meet in the name of the Most High Jah. So Jaja there. If Jaja never build up your house, the builder I go build it in vain. Same way. If Jaja never watch upon your house, the watchman I go watch it in vain. The name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous run into it and them is safe. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but Jah shall deliver him from all of them. And I give thanks and praises unto your name, King of Kings and Lord of Lords, the conquering lion of the tribe of Judah, Amasa Yahuda Amasa, the Gusta Daniel Am. Komaya Sataya. Aimana pio aya kedawawe grumabe tela e. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. And my name, Blakk Rasta. My brother, my sister, in every traditional African home there is a black pot, and each time this black pot rests on the fire, there is something sumptuous cooking. But it doesn't come just like that. So many different ingredients of different colors, different shapes, different sizes, different tastes, different smells, all come together in agreement. Right inside the black pot to be cooked, subjected to heat. Right after that, there is a homogeneous product called food for your nourishment. It is so sumptuous, my brother, my sister. Now the principle of the black pot is very simple. We all must come together as a people. It doesn't matter the shade of our black skin. It doesn't matter how tall or short we are. It doesn't matter our philosophies. What is important is that we come together and lend the energy to the development of a beautiful continent, a beautiful country, a beautiful people, a beautiful land. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. Yes, so it's all about our people, our continent, our land. We must all come together to make sure there is serious development for our people, our continent, our land. My brother, my sister, putting away all our differences, agreeing to disagree, at least for a moment, so we can see our land develop. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. And remember that the truth is so bitter. My grandfather has always said it. Medicine that is not bitter is only a soft drink or a candy. My brother, my sister, if it's not bitter, then it can't heal you. I've always had this in my mind. The truth is very bitter, but it heals. We are rewiring the minds of our people so that we will have a better continent, a better piece of land. Yes, my brother, my sister, our ancestors did it. We have to continue from here. That is what we are doing. Pick our numbers from off the screen. And what do? Call us, talk to us. Yes, you can even send us a WhatsApp message or a WhatsApp call. The most important thing is that connect to us. Let us vibe. Let us be that powerful lifeline to your staggering business line. When you get that muscle to push your business up, you would also give us a financial muscle so that we'll be able to do what we do best, rewiring the minds of our people. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kuku Shonam. And the first story I want to look at today is here. Remember, we are live on Pan-African TV, and via the power of satellite, we are watched all over the continent of Africa and beyond. We are also live on Loud Silence TV, live on Ghana Web TV, and live on Black Empire TV. So you see, we are all over the place. We are the masters of Pan-Africanism on TV. TV. And when we say TV, we mean TV. My brother, my sister, Pan-African TV. Remember that when it comes to Pan-Africanism, we are number one. And another wonderful thing about us is that we don't do politics. What we do is called patriotism. We normally don't criticize, but if we must criticize, we'd only just criticize to build and not to destroy. Let me go into action right now. Mahama Diagnoses, African Global Crisis. My God. And who is this Mahama we are talking about? Oh, that's him. Ex-president of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama. Oh, he has diagnosed what? African global crisis? What really is he talking about? My brother, my sister, what are the headlines? Watch the headlines. Mahama makes U-10, admits COVID-19 and Russian-Ukraine war responsible for economic crisis. And I read, former President John Dramani Mahama has admitted that global events such as the COVID-19 pandemic and the war in Ukraine have contributed to the current economic crisis in the country. Come along. Let's read. He noted that the economic meltdown that has hit many parts of the world has also taken a toll on Africa and Ghana. In an exclusive interview with Haid Adams on his popular Straight Talk Africa on VOA News, John Mahama said, I think that it's a period of adversity for the whole world because it's triggering a kind of global recession. His statement contradicts previous assertions he made, which blamed President Akufo-Addo and his administration for the distressed state of the economy. The 2020 presidential candidate for the opposition NDC has always maintained the stance that government has mismanaged the economy and further rejected the arguments by government spokespersons that the twin events of COVID-19 and the Russia-Ukraine war crisis are not responsible for the economic woes of Ghanaians. The incontrovertible fact is that Ghana is in a mess due to the bad policies of this government, which have contributed massively to the dire state of affairs, he said in a Facebook post in September. Dash it out. So you see the minds of Ghanaians, very myopic. That's what the former president said. That the bad policies of this dirty government, my brother, my sister, come along. The bad policies of this dirty government, watch me, have contributed. Bring that screenshot again. The bad policies of this dirty government have contributed to the woes of this country. And look at it. The incontrovertible fact is that Ghana is in a mess due to the bad policies of this government, which have contributed massively to the dire state of affairs, he said in a Facebook post in September. Where did he say that COVID-19 was not responsible? Where did he say that the Ukrainian-Russian war did not contribute? Now this is simple grammar. If Mahama said that the bad policies contributed to the woes of this country, it means there are other factors. Nobody in the world can ever come out and say that COVID-19 did not contribute to problems in their country. Nobody can say that the Ukrainian-Russian war did not contribute, even if it's an iota, to the backward trend of their economy. But wise governments and wise leaders have been able to mitigate the events with what? good policies. That's what I think Mahama was trying to let the people understand. Do not always try to find an alibi. Do not always look for an excuse to run away from your responsibilities. Yes, Ukrainian-Russian war. Yes, COVID-19. So what? Should we die because of Ukrainian-Russian war? Should we die because of COVID-19? My brother, my sister, there are other countries that are doing so well and have not gone to the IMF. But we are running to the IMF as if we lived in a different space. That's what Mahama was talking about. Where's the U-turn in this? And I see people doing propaganda with this. Hey, the more we keep with this foolish propaganda, the more this country will sink. What is this? Mahama has U-turned. And as I'm speaking, I know ounces of people would be hovering around my head like bees and flies, making noise in my ears. Oh, this guy, he's a member of the NDC. Oh, he has been paid by so and so to come and say this. You are an idiot if you say that. How many times would you say that we are paid by the opposition to talk? Every government in power finds a way to say this person has been paid by the opposition to talk. And it never changes. Look how old we have become in our politics. And every now and then, journalists who are wet their salt are speaking for the opposition, because when they are in opposition, they align with the masses. They lose their common sense when they get into power. They become stupid and foolish and irresponsible. When Nana Akufo-Addo was in opposition, he spoke all the sense. Now he has become a comedian and he's at the circus clowning. So you expect me to come to him with a bouquet of flowers because I'm an idiot like his idiotic people in government? Are you crazy? What has Mahama said here that makes it look like he is making a U-turn? The man has spoken the facts. What are the facts? The bad policies of this government have contributed to the backward trend of the economy. Nobody can deny the fact that yes, COVID-19 came in, Russia-Ukraine war came in, but so what? Hey, the harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. RASTA people will tell you this every time. Listen to Bob Marley. Managing the economy is not a walk in the park. So when people give you that kind of muscle for you to champion the economy, they are not giving you a bouquet of flowers. They are asking you to manage it because it is hard and you have volunteered to do it. So if you are not doing it, we will lash you. And when we lash you, we find a way to uproot you. What kind of a people are these that are always looking for an alibi? Mahama is making all the sense now that he's in opposition. I pray that he becomes president again. And the same idiots that will come into power in Mahama's time would again say that, oh, Blakk RASTA has been paid by the opposition to talk, as if we are always paid by the opposition. The opposition that is always broke like that. If you are looking for a bigger paycheck, why don't you go to the government in power? They read tribal meanings into some of these things that we say. Because they are idiots. They vote along tribal lines, religious lines. Sometimes they even look at how handsome your face is before they vote for, not the content of your medulla oblongata. What a people! Today I was at a TV station and I was speaking with a gentleman. I'll find out from him if he wants his name to be mentioned. And he told me, listen, Blakk RASTA, you've been doing this fight for a very long time. I've decided to join you. You know why? All of a sudden I'm realizing that my children are growing. My firstborn is 15 years. If I don't stand and fight and become vociferous enough to be able to change this country in my own small way, they will come and inherit this nonsense. I was happy. Some people ask me, you've been speaking all this while. Has it changed anything? At least it has changed one man. Right in the reception of the TV station, an older woman came over to me and said, "Ah, are you the Blakk Rasta?" I said, "Yes, I am that Blakk Rasta." He said, "Oh, thank God. May God bless you. What you are doing for this republic is terrible. What you are doing for this republic is terrible in the hearts and minds of the dirty people. Continue terrifying them. But what you are doing for us, come along. What you are doing for us, in fact, is giving us volumes, umpteen volumes of prosperity, love, and hope." As if that was not enough. Just last night, I went for a Marcus Garvey event at the Gold Coast restaurant. And an African American woman saw me and said, "Blakk Rasta, I've lived in this country for 15 years. I've repatriated. You are the reason." Listen, not one of the reasons. You are the reason I continue being here, because there's somebody who will speak the language I speak. She's not talking about English. She's talking about Pan-Africanism. Hope, the way forward. Don't ever underestimate your voice. Don't ever underestimate yourself. I was in France. People were jumping from trains to come and shake hands and say, "Ah, thank you for the good things that you are doing for our nation and our continent and our world." Even white people. In France. My brother, my sister, never underestimate the small thing that you do genuinely from your heart. If it is not appreciated today, it doesn't mean it will never be appreciated. Mahama, you are speaking all the wisdom right now, but I don't know what canker eats into you politicians when you get into power. You all of a sudden evacuate all your wisdom, and then you go in like headless jacks and start misbehaving. I pray that you do not cause an evacuation, an evaporation of your mind, your brains, when you become president, because your legacy is most important. Today people are talking about Nkrumah, not because Nkrumah made himself rich, but because Nkrumah enriched the people upwards. The legacy Nkrumah left behind is a legacy of Pan-Africanism. Nkrumah worked and built roads and so on and so forth. But when people are talking about Nkrumah, they do not relegate him to a contractor position. Road contractor, building roads and all that. They look at his intellect and what vision he had for the whole continent of Africa. Right? This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushunamo. Mahama has not made any U-turn. Mahama is speaking the facts. Those who want to do politics with it, let them do politics with it. But it's because of these dirty governments, dirty, bad politics, dirty policies that this nation is suffering right now. How could you be building a cathedral at this time? How could you be flying around like a headless jack in these times? You are running to the IMF. Your finance minister is treating his cancer or liver cirrhosis or whatever it is. I don't want to use anybody's sicknesses against them. We all fall sick time after time. But if a man is sick, you know where he should go? The sick bay. You cannot be on the field of track and field when you are not well. I'm speaking in parables. Look at what they did to Atta Mills. Very sick president. I was the man who was on radio and TV shouting day and night, "This man is sick, oh, this man is sick, oh, let him rest, oh." Politicians called me and said, "Are you the president's doctor?" 3 days after they asked me that on live radio, the president died. Please, let us not love politics so much so that we relegate our health to the background. When a man fights now and he loses, he only comes to fight another day. When you are not well, relegate yourself to the sick bay, get well and come and fight a good battle. Or else your brains are all sick. You will give us sick policies and sick answers, and this government is sick. Dash it away, come. Next thing. Help build crucial national cathedral. Look at the word, crucial. What's the meaning of the word crucial? Very important. Very decisive. If I say we have a crucial match, in my days we misuse this word. This man is a crucial guy. That means a wicked guy. No. Crucial means timely, decisive, very important. I will go by the word decisive. It means it's a make or break decision. As I think Togo has a crucial match today, it means that match is a decider. If they lose it, hey, they are gone to relegation. That's what it means. Help build crucial National Cathedral. I believe that this National Cathedral they are talking about is what is going to provide jobs to the people. It's what is going to rewire the minds of the people. It's what is going to take the poverty out of the people. I think that's what they are talking about. Or what else are they talking about? I don't know about any other national cathedral. Watch the headlines. The National Cathedral project will be completed. And this is Reverend Joyce Ayi. Honestly, I don't know when she became a reverend. I've always called her Joyce Ayi, Joyce Ayi. If she's a reverend, hallelujah. With all love and respect, I love this woman. But honestly, it's just recently I started hearing reverend. But does it change anything? It only increases the flavor, right? And the status. Hallelujah. What is the cathedral they're talking about? National Cathedral. You saw the photos of the National Cathedral, right? That lofty building. A very imaginative building. That elusive building. They brought in Sir Ejay, a Ghanaian, British, 2-in-1, to come and design it. He designed it, took his dollars, he was paid in dollars, flew out of the country. He's waiting for the next hemorrhage contract, the next hemorrhage project, so he can design again and take it away. The National Cathedral project will be completed. Reverend Joyce Ayi, a member of the board of trustees overseeing the construction of the controversial National Cathedral, has reiterated their resolve to complete the project. Hallelujah. You know what that means? Reiterated. It means they have said it again, that they will build it. Reverend Dr. Joyce Ayi, who is also the founder and leader of Salt and Light Ministries. Wow. This is the first time I'm hearing about this ministry, Salt and Light. At a point, I thought we were talking about the salt in Adan. Leader of Salt and Light Ministries. Salt is a very spiritual thing, you know. And leader of what? Founder and leader of Salt and Light Ministries, liking the controversies around the National Cathedral project to the days of Nehemiah in the Bible. She said, even though God gave the instruction for the walls to be built, it took individual contributions to complete it. She said in the case of President Akufo-Addo, a similar thing happened to David in the Bible. After promising God to build him a temple, David came to the elders and they saw it done together with the people. That's not true. It's not true. Go back to that. Has Reverend been misquoted, or Reverend has misquoted the Bible? David did not build a cathedral, did he? Did he? You are those who read the Bible. I know that God told David that you are not qualified to build that cathedral because your hands are dirty, bloody. Your son Solomon shall build me that cathedral, that house. And in the days of Solomon, Solomon built it. He brought in a lot of different things and very well trained architects to come and build it. And when you read it from the book of Kings, Solomon stood in front of the so-called cathedral, or better still, the house of God, and prayed. His prayer was powerful. That whoever comes here to pray, listen to him, O God. Let their problems be solved. Let them walk out of poverty. Let them walk out of misery. That was the prayer that Solomon prayed. I'm speaking Christian English now. The prayer Solomon prayed. The churches, that's how they speak their English. Grammatically, it is sick. They say, I'm going to pray you a certain prayer. And when I pray you this prayer that I'm going to pray for you will lead you out of your troubles by this prayer that I'm praying for you right now. Hallelujah. And normally when they are talking, they are shaking like they are doing this. I don't know if the Holy Spirit. How many of us read the Bible? Did David go to the elders to tell the elders, God says, I'm going to build, so let's build? And the elders, look at the last paragraph. She said in the case of President Akufo-Addo, a similar thing happened to David in the Bible. After promising God to build him a temple, David came to the elders and they saw it done together with the people. That's not true. Reverend, have you been misquoted? I love this woman so much. I can't say what I want to say. Next, let me read the next. In her estimation, Reverend Dr. Joyce Ayi believes if all Ghanaians will not consider where the vision is coming from and will each support the project with their contributions, the project will become successful. I don't understand this paragraph. I'm going to take it again. In her estimation, Reverend Dr. Joyce Ayi believes if all Ghanaians will not consider where the vision is coming from and will each support the project with their contributions, the project will become successful. In fact, this is an ambiguous statement. You know why it's ambiguous? Which vision are you talking about? Are you talking about God's vision or Nanado's vision? I want to believe that she's talking about Nanado's vision. You see, in other words, she's trying to say, don't look at the messenger, look at the message. I think that's what she's trying to say. My brother, my sister, I will not listen to Nanado's voice. If God comes and I see God speaking to Nanado, I will turn away. That is not God, that is Satan. We have seen Leviathan, devil in the Bible. Other demons who pretended to be godly. Those who spoke to Nanado are demons. Which God will tell you to build a dirty cathedral like this when people are hungry? As I'm talking to you, I swear Allah, I'm very, very hungry. Wallahi, Allah. I swear God, I am. That shall not swear. Reverend Dr. Joyce Ayi was speaking on the maiden edition of Bechremu, to wit, Come and Explain, a current affairs program hosted by Gordon Asari Bediakon on Stream TV. Well, it's an advert for the TV station. That's okay. We've given it to them. They've given us some information at least. My brother, my sister, you see these people? The white man who sat at the conference or the council of Nicaea and changed things in the Bible is succeeding. It's because of mindsets like this that they went out to Nicaea to do this. Reverend, I was thinking that you would say, instead of building the cathedral right now, let us build a very big silo. Like in the days, you love the Bible. Yes, let us build a big silo like in Egypt. What Joseph did. And let's all contribute so that we buy crops and start hoarding. Because the way the Russian-Ukrainian war is going, it might just be a world war. So that when the whole world is in trouble, the whole world can now come to us to buy grains. Should I say it again? Let us build a big, huge silo. And let's put food there. Grains. Because the Russian-Ukrainian war might just end up bringing us havoc, wreaking havoc, making us very drought, so that the whole world can now come to Ghana to buy grain. I'm speaking in parables. But Reverend, as I said, I do love you and I appreciate you. I'm not going to use words that I will never use on my mother. So Reverend, please, David did not build a cathedral. It was Solomon who did it. Unless the Bible you are reading is different from the one Bishop Osetutu gave to me from the Breakthrough Family Ministries. Come! When we return, we have more. But I have a quote for you on misplaced priorities. Misplaced priorities. Instead of building a silo to store food in readiness for the rainy day, we are building a cathedral where we'll go and pray for jobs and food. Hey! Whoa!
My name is Waris, but all of you know me as Comedian Waris. I come from a home where cleanliness is not only next to godliness, but a must. We seldom fell ill, and we saved our doctor this headache. At an early age, my mother introduced us to our best gift ever, PJ's Acid Cleaner. PJ's Acid Cleaner kills 99% of all germs and keeps your WCs, marbles, tiles, and concrete floors sparkling new and clean. In fact, you don't need any extra muscle when it comes to PJ's Acid Cleaner. It has all the muscle. When my fiancée, Mamiya, first visited me, I almost lost her. She didn't believe I was single, lived alone, and without a house help. Yet my house had this great fragrance and was always clean. I had to reveal my secret, PJ's Acid Cleaner, my family's greatest gift.
For bulk purchases, please call 0244 624 526 or 0262 233 243.
Luxury home, it's a beauty place for every woman. We do braids, wig caps, weave-ons, nails, pedicure, manicure, waxing, massages. We do everything concerning beauty. So if any lady is thinking about beauty, I believe this is the right place for you to be. We do nail training here, we do braids training, we do wig caps installation, we do waxing, I mean, anything that we do, the services that we render here, we also train people. So if you want to be a master in nails, if you want to be a professional nail technician, this is the right place for you to be. We will train you and make sure you are a professional, not just any nail tech. At Chic Luxury Beauty Home, we train you to be your own boss. We have international trainers who train you to fit in anywhere in the world. We have our one-man training, and we also have 2 weeks. It's between 2 weeks to 1 month, depending on the individual. Whatever you want, we give it to you. At Chic Luxury Beauty Home, we give you quality yet affordable. So come and get trained and be your own boss.
Blackpot, Coco Show, man.
This is the Blackpot, aka Coco Show, where we speak truth to power. Thanks so much to our sponsors. Pick our numbers on the screen. Send us a simple WhatsApp call. The truth is very bitter. It's an orphan. Yes, but you will be the parents of the truth because you love the truth. Come together. Let's rewire the minds of our generation and generations to come. This is where we speak truth to power. Next thing, roll it up. Now the next thing we are looking at is entitled, Leave Our Western Togoland Iron Ore Alone. You remember we told you a few days ago that iron ore has been discovered in the Oti region of Ghana. Remember? And the minister in charge came out to tell the whole Ghana that we should start coming there to invest and even relocate in terms of accommodation. The minister of Oti region, the regional minister, said that. Now the breakaway faction to be known as Western Togoland, that became part of Ghana by virtue of a plebiscite, by virtue of Kwame Nkrumah uniting the North and the Voltarians with Ghana and even bringing the Ashanti into Ghana. Remember Yatiaon? Ashanti wanted to break away. SD Dombo of the NPP. Remember NPP? And SD Anto of Tolimo. They were people who felt that the Northerners were not treated well, same way as the Voltarians were not treated well, and they also wanted a way of breaking away. But Nkrumah brought everybody together, and everything worked for the good of the people. Minister Alassani, in the days of Nkrumah, was the one who moved from place to place, from the north all the way to the Volta, and talked them into uniting with the rest of Ghana. Remember when the Western Togoland issue came? You remember when Papa V, the old 1 million year old man, was talking about separating? He died a few days back. Today, Western Togoland is back again. What is the solution to Western Togoland? In the interim, what are they saying? Watch this. They have their own flag. They have proposed their own currency. They are part of Ghana. But they said they were only brought together because of a plebiscite in 1956, just before independence. Iron ore discovered in Oti region belongs to us, Western Togolanders. People's Liberation Council, PLC, of Western Togoland have said that the recently discovered iron ore in the Oti region belongs to the people of Western Togoland and not Ghana. According to the PLC, the territory that the government of Ghana is referring to as the Oti region belongs to the people of Western Togoland, and therefore any attempt by the government to extract any mineral from it amounts to trespassing. First of all, we wish to state that there's nothing like Oti region. where the so-called discovery was said to have been made. That territory does not belong to the Gold Coast or the Republic of Ghana, but is a bona fide property, territory of Western Togoland, emphasis mine. And therefore, Ghana has no business whatsoever to trespass into that territory. Indeed, the people of Western Togoland have long been aware of the deposits of iron ore in commercial quantities in the portion of their territory. And so, this announcement by the Republic of Ghana about the discovery of the minerals was nothing new to the people of Western Togoland. Parts of a statement copied to Ghana Web by the PLC read. The group also added that the action by the government of Ghana amounts to a contravention of international laws. Indeed, the UN Charter on Trust Territories forbids the exploitation of mineral deposits by Ghana in Western Togoland. See the UN Charter on Trust Territories below. And as there is no formal agreement between the two nations, since the union which should have addressed these issues was never established, there could never have been any grounds upon which Ghana should be exploiting mineral deposits in Western Togoland, leading to this so-called discovery. Dash it away. Dash it away. My brother, this is a smoldering fire. Now the smoke is coming up. The bonfire is about to explode. Can there be a dialogue? Don't underestimate this. Do not underestimate it. We've seen it happen in Nigeria. Look at Biafra. Look at Kanu. My brother, my sister, the Biafra, look how many people were slaughtered. People got so hungry, they were even eating dead bodies. See how the Igbo wanted to break away from the rest of Nigeria. Biafra. Kano, up till this day, is facing a lot of troubles. He's the leader of the Biafra right now. As it stands right now, oil pipes are being bombed. Because the Biafrans think that the oil, Nigeria is noted for oil. It has gold and some other, but oil is the main thing. Oil comes from their land, yet they don't see any development. So it's better they break away. In fact, they didn't even have a plebiscite. They didn't have any document that brought them together from their separate states. But the fact that this is where their ancestors resided, and this is where the mineral is coming from, the natural resource is coming from, they deserve to be treated well. After all, when there's any pollution from the oil, it starts from there. We all remember the story of Sarowiwa. Sarowiwa was an African Nigerian Ogoni man start a rebellion. Abacha jailed him, torture him, hang him, blow the vampire. Check the music out. By Blakk Rasta, me, myself, and I. I write and sing about African achievements and stories. My music is not commercial. In other words, when I'm making my music, my mind is not fixated on the cash. It's fixated on the people, telling our story first. How many people wrote about Ken Saro-Wiwa in terms of music? We did. The Ogoni people fought very hard. Saro-Wiwa finally was slaughtered like a dog. And we saw that some people were even complicit in the whole thing, including Shell and some other sects. Even though Shell denied it and pulled itself out, it paid compensation to the family of Saro-Wiwa. This is what I'm talking about. We can have a dialogue. We can talk and agree. And agree that once and for all we are one homogeneous nation. We agree that whatever our differences are, let us stick together. By virtue of dialogues, we can make things happen. Do not let us use force. Brutish force. I didn't say brutal. Brutish force. We can spill blood. But like the accounts will say, Ukuma pema, apimbeba. The man whose father you killed is growing. Remember the story of Moses. Pharaoh wanted to kill all the male children. What happened? Moses was rescued by Miriam and the mother, and he grew in the house of Pharaoh, who was looking for Israeli children to kill. Hallelujah. A man will never forgive you that you killed his father. Even if it's his last drop of life, he will use it to fight you. Please, let's sit back as a nation and deal with this. I hear some people say, oh, these Trokoshi people are back again. You are foolish. I hear some people say, oh, these people, NDC is pushing them to fool. When the country is in flames, up in flames, it won't care whether you are an NDC or an NP, it will burn you. In the interim, Western Togoland, we beg you, please, we are one nation. If you have issues, which I know you do, there are chiefs that you have. If no chief will listen to you, go and talk to Toby Afede the 14th. He will champion it. Let's sit back and deal with it. The Northerners said they wouldn't join. They were originally part of them. The Western Togoland. The Northerners said, as for us, we have now agreed that we are Ghanaians. We are staying. Oh. Ashanti said, okay, we are also part. But the way we talk to each other, and Amumu say, oh, these people are like this, that. Nah, man. When we return, come along. When we return, hey, come along. When we return, I have more. But do you like crocodiles? We have developed a crocodile skin. Nothing we go do, we go enter we. Hey, bad man. Hey! Whoa!
My sister Paulina and a day after.
You can't seminar. You better free. Abus chapter.
Hey, babe! Sister Paulina, we're reading glasses here, China, Hebrews.
Hey! Madam!
Majenkwani. Tina Tet Hayan Herbal Capsule. A drawing Tina, but what is semi? Me ready, I mention glasses. Brody Bessie, see clear.
Hey, no crow. Tinatet Hyan Herbal Capsules. A full supplement for good vision and not recommended for children below 12 years, asthmatic patients, pregnant and breastfeeding mothers.
A dry who baby atwa for Tinatet Herbal Shop. Hey, now why? Tinatet Hyan. See clear.
There's ribbon on your long days. The moon shines brighter in the darkness, and the time is free. I know this young days.
Diana Wright, first of all, is a Jamaican. Yes, I'm a Jamaican. I was born in a little parish, a beautiful little parish called Clarendon, outside of Kingston. Everybody knows Kingston, but Clarendon is where I come from. I am a singer, I am an author, I am a songwriter, I am a poetess, and I am an actress. Right? I do the whole, I've been doing this for many, many years. And so basically that's who I am. I'm anything art, everything art, that's me. You think art and you think Diana. Yeah. I do reggae music, I do inspirational music, I do cultural music, I do gospel, if you call it gospel. You know, I just do uplifting, clean music. Even the 12-year-old can listen to it. You know, or the adult, if you feel like you need some motivation or so. The kind of music I do will really, you know, motivate you, and that's basically what I do, reggae predominantly. Okay, so the inspiration behind Bed of Roses is this. I actually, you know, bad to bad, as we say in Jamaica, there's that little stigma that has always been going on, that you know, most men are not good men, and you don't really have good men, especially like if they're poor and they can't take care of you. Women have 2 hands and 2 feet too, so crippled. You don't necessarily need somebody to take care of you. What you need is a man with a good heart who loves you and who will work with you so you can build an empire. So Bed of Roses is really in the defense of men, and so also to really rewrite the narrative that if a man is poor and can't take care and that is not good, it's not good for you, which is a lie. You understand? So there are lots of men out there who don't have a lot of money, but they are good and upright men. You know, they just want someone to work with them and someone to motivate them. And so that song was really, to celebrate good men who don't necessarily have a lot of money.
Nice little ranch down the Ochi. Only for veggie where we plant, me not go hungry. Come and say, don't you move in our pantry. Give me a firm foundation when a Sunday.
Bed of Roses is available to the public on our platform called 16 Bars Multimedia. So on the website it will be the 16BARS M as in Mary, M as in Mary.com. So that is 16barsmm.com. Definitely. I am available for live performances any day of the week. So you can contact me first of all, you can reach out to me on my Instagram as Empress Diana, and my Diana has 2 N's. So that's Empress, which is DIANNA. So that's Empress Diana, that's my IG. And also you can send me a link or something on our YouTube. Our YouTube is the same name of our website, 16 Bars Multimedia. We have lots of work there. You can reach us there, and also you can reach us at 16barsmm@outlook.com. So that is 16. This time it's the word all spelled out. 16barsmm@outlook.com. And if you choose, when you go on our website, which is the same 16barsmm.com, you can go to the contact page and send us a message. You understand? And usually we respond within a couple of hours. All right. So that's basically it. And I'm sure at the end of this, you will have a number somewhere to contact us. All right. So that's it. That's what I do. And keep the music locked. Yes, I bless.
Nice little ranch down the Ochi. Only for veggie where we plant, me not go hungry. Come and say, don't you move in our pantry. Give me a firm foundation.
Sorry. Oh, Doc. Yes, and you walk, Doc. I want to know why you did. We must why she I've said, do I need to Yama? No, see the young cook. So, your stomach was out, said the young. Had been so as I become. And then crying, meaning said, if you are forcing a, I don't know.
Test results natural say when you malaria will the moji.
Yeah, 3D.
Yes, malaria. Nani yem no so we no here. Tinatet tomac and a tinatet malake. Famano nano hobetono.
Malake, anything at a tumac. I'm on my free.
Tinatet Malake, Eyama Ubia Wenya malaria fever, and a Tinatet Tomac mixture, Eyama Ubia Wenya indigestion. Yen Shishemo Wenya malaria and Sana Wafa Edri. Not recommended for children below 12 years. Pregnant or lactating mothers should consult a doctor.
Blackpot. Coco show them.
This is the Black Pot, aka Coco Shonomo, and this is where we run like Usain Bolt. All right. Next thing to look at is this. Watch it on your screen. And what does it say? It says, China descends on defaulting Kenya for pound of flesh. And you know what I mean? And this is very disgraceful. Look at the story. Look at this. This is a train, bullet train in Kenya, Nairobi. Look at the Kenyan flag on the train. In fact, they went for a loan from China. Look at when they were opening it up. Look at the minister wagging the thing. The president himself, everybody wagging. And, the flag, Kenya loans, red carpet, VIP. Now it's time to pay the loan and the trouble. Watch. China fines Kenya $10 million American dollars for defaulting on SGR loans. Kenya defaulted on repayment of the Chinese loans provided to build the standard gauge railway. Listen, standard gauge railway. They have different kinds of rails, so this is the standard gauge. We've talked about it before. Highlighting the country's struggles with the mounting public debt. Now look at this part. The Chinese banks fined Kenya 1.312 billion cash. My God. In the year ended June for loan defaults, according to Treasury documents seen by Business Daily. Kenya tapped over $500 billion shillings from Chinese lenders, led by the Export-Import Bank of China, to fund the construction of the SGR from Mombasa to Naivasha. Dash it away. My brother, my interest is in the fact that Kenya has defaulted. Whatever loan agreement they signed, now there is interest. They have to pay. My brother, my sister, and check it out. The story says, it's a bank in China that loaned the money to a whole country, like Kenya. It's like in Ghana. We have so many different banks, right? So let's choose any bank in Ghana that belongs to Ghana. And that bank loans money to the whole of Nigeria. A whole country takes a loan from one bank from a country. It tells you the level of that country. Kenya, what have you been doing with your tourism? What happened to all the mineral resources you have? Africa, why is it that we always running after peanuts and we are disgraced like this? At least they said they used it for rail lines, right? Can the people of Kenya come together and rescue the government? There are rich people in Kenya. If there's a national month of contribution, well-meaning Kenyans who believe that the government used the money the right way can contribute and pay China off, the Chinese bank. But if the people believe that the money was not used properly, nobody would pay. Only politicians will come out and pretend they are paying. I'm speaking in parables. So when the people support you, whatever you do, when you have the support of the people, in the days of trouble, they will stand up to the occasion. Dash it away. Let's deal with the next thing. Come. Next thing. Judge disrespects Ghana flag. What am I talking about? We all know Oliver Vomawo, right? Fix the country. He was the guy who said we're going on demonstration. We have to carry our guns and carry our weapons and then have our own security. And people tongue lashed him. We lambasted him and kicked him out of our fold. He went back. I'm sure he's reflected and he's been cool for some time now. But remember, he also posted something on Facebook that he would do the coup himself. He tried to explain. The British government is also supporting him because this guy is half British. Dual citizenship. You know, we've talked about it before. But look at what happened. Come! Treason felony case. Remove the Ghana flag from your neck. Judge orders Bakavomawo. Justice Mary Mami Ekwia Yanzu. A High Court judge ordered the Fix the Country movement convener, Oliver Bakavomawo, to remove a Ghana flag hanging on his neck in court on Thursday, October 13, 2022. Dash it away. Hear me now. In some countries, you cannot even wear shorts to the courthouse. It's like you go to visit, you know, some places where there is a certain dress code. But this is abuse of power. Judge Mary Yanzu, you have abused your power. It's a disgrace. Normally, when it comes to women, I pamper them. I have a really soft spot for women. You have disgraced this country. And the legal authorities should look at your case. In your cause, you have the coat of arms, right? You represent Ghana. You should clap for a man who has the Ghana flag on him, unless he's using it for the wrong purposes. When one country is fighting the other, they burn each other's flag. That means what? That flag represents the country. But here you are, asking a patriot or a supposed patriot who has a Ghana flag around his neck with some other people with the same thing in court. When you read the story, there were some other people who had the Ghana flag. The Ghana flag is not a piece of rag. The Ghana flag is not a piece of dressing. The Ghana flag represents the foundations of this country. The colors of the national flag speak volumes. Our ancestors did not give us this land on a silver platter. They fought and got it for us. Judge, this is abuse of power. It's a shame. It's a shame. Apologize to the people of Ghana. Dash it away. Last story, and I'm out. Watch this. Celebrities must not die in hospitals. Hallelujah. Come. How many of us know Prior? Eugene. That's him there. He was the leader of the group. Now he lives outside Ghana. This is his beautiful wife. I've met them before. I love them. Unless this lady is misquoted, I didn't expect to hear this from her. That's her. Very pretty woman. I like her. She loves the arts. She's beautiful. She's an actress. She supports the industry. Watch the story. It's not good for a celebrity to die in your hospital. Beverly Afagulu to hospital owners. Dash it away. And when you read the story, it's talking about how some celebrities died in the hospital recently. Wachi died. That's Prince Yosin. Eko Blankson. Then she mentioned another person. And that when they go there, the nurses are busily taking selfies with them rather than taking care of them. And when they are even in bed, they take videos of them to go home and show to friends that, oh, I took care of this celebrity. That is bad. But when you single out celebrities and say when they die in hospitals, it's shameful. You are almost sidelining the importance of what you wanted to bring out. Again, except that you were misquoted. If you are looking at it like that, celebrities do not deserve this. But it is not okay for celebrities to die in hospitals. It's almost like you saying, again, unless you are misquoted, that any other person who is not a celebrity can die. But celebrities should not die like that. I'm not going to make any further comment. I hope that you will come out, Beverly, and clarify. But the way it stands, now every life matters. Who makes the celebrity the celebrity? The people that you call non-celebrities are those who make celebrities celebrities. Everybody's important. All lives are important. Hey! Whoa!
Power